Hello and welcome to a Dota 2 game! It's been a while. It has. But there is a game, and it is a Dota 2 game, and it is a semi-finals game even. It's a semi-finals for the Dota BroTournament #1. There's gonna be multiple, yes, that's true. And these two teams, it's 25 taking on DTS2010. Both teams have been around for a while, have a lot of results in the past. Wow, I'm hearing a beep. I'm hoping that you don't hear a beep.
Radiant team.
Let me know if you hear a beep. If you hear a beep, then it's very annoying. It's the same beep as my beep. Or maybe it's just a beep in my ears. Anyway, doesn't matter. You might know 25, because lately they have had they have had a major upset about 2 weeks ago or something like that in the defense, where 25 actually was able to beat Na'Vi in a best out of one. For the defense group stage. DTS 2010, we have seen them more often in cups like 4PL. But they are very strong here as well, also in the semifinals, also deserve to be here. It's a best out of one game this game though. They only have one chance. Radiant and Dire was random. Starting team was random. Sorry, Radiant and Dire was not random, of course. Starting team was random. 25 has the first pick and is on the Dire side. Second pick goes to DTS 2010. And it is looking like we're gonna have Battle of the Supports. So just looking at the draft just right now, we see that it's gonna be Magnus still in the pool. Just saying. We're gonna have a Nyx Assassin, Bat Rider, Darkseer, and Lone Druid being all banned out. No really surprises, or at least not that much. All those heroes have been strong contestants for those first picks lately, so no real surprise there. Keeper of Light, also a hero, very strong, especially on tri-lanes. But just strong in general, and he can do tri-lanes, he can do dual lanes. He's very annoying late game, he's very annoying early game. He's just a solid hero all around. Same thing can go for Leshrac, and Shadow Demon also picked up by DTS 2010, and now both of those heroes are you know, decent heroes, and everybody's been saying about Leshrac, well, it's just, even though he's been picked less lately, but still, everybody has been saying Leshrac, you know, it's a strong hero early game, strong hero mid game, strong hero late game, like strong hero all around. Bit of an all-rounder. Might not be the best hero in one of the situations, but you know, it's an all-rounder, good for all situations in the game. Now, if you combine him up with a Shadow Demon who has been picked up a lot lately to just be able to counter the hard carry of the opponent side, because you can copy the hard carry with the illusions with the disruption. But if you combine him up with Leshrac, you have a stun followed up on that disruption, guaranteed to hit if Leshrac has his timing proper, of course. Okay, no beep, thank you, was just in my ear. Thank you then. But Shadow Demon and Leshrac, a combination, even on a dual lane, that is very dangerous. We're gonna have 25, we're gonna have Windrunner and Vengeful Spirit being picked up. Now Windrunner, of course, is solid off lane, so nothing more to add to that. We're gonna have Vengeful Spirit as a support, most likely, though I have to say we have seen it being done before, that the Vengeful Spirit was actually a semi-carry, and that's mostly been done by Na'Vi, being of course one of his signature heroes for that Vengeful there. But we'll see if that's actually, if they're gonna be having a support here or not. Luna being picked up here, that's a possible tri-lane going off for DTS 2010. I mean, it's a solid tri-lane if they should have it. It could even go for an aggressive tri-lane, because the initiation is there with the Shadow Demon, and if they're afraid of initiations from the opponent team, they can also disrupt it just to get their target safe. So they have a tri-lane secured, though having said that, I do realize that both Leshrac and Shadow Demon are also heroes that could potentially be solo laning. So a lot of options left on either team, I have to say, because we've also seen solo laning Keeper of the Light. Windrunner could be middle. But they're not giving that much away, and I like that. They're leaving their opponents to guess at what they have to be banning out, but they waste no time in banning out heroes. They use no bonus time. It is a Night Stalker, Queen of Pain, and an Undying banned out on the side of 25. Now there's two mid heroes, because they are not expecting any of the heroes that DTS 2010 have picked up to go mid. And an Undying ban out just in case. Just in case that's going to be an aggressive tri-lane. And Shadow Demon or Leshrac is going to be not there, Luna's going to be not there, and then you don't want to deal with that Undying. And he could even go solo off lane if you need it. You don't want to deal with an Undying, it's just too annoying hero. On the other side, we have the Phantom Knight being banned out, a hero that you don't want to see in combination with the Keeper of the Light, so no real surprise there. We have also got the Lifestealer being banned out, a bit of a respect ban towards Nexus. If you are have followed 25 over the last couple of days, you will know that Nexus plays a pretty mean lifestealer. We've got the Chaos Knight being banned out, of course, as well. Also a good combination with the Keeper of Light, and you have a double stun with the Vengeful Spirit. So none of that, but we do have the hero that is still left in the pool. Surprisingly, made it through ban phase number 1, ban phase number 2, picking phase number 1, and gets picked up there by 25. It's the Magnus that will still be joining them. Magnus, of course, a hero that can be on the mid lane. Well, I personally, I like Magnus on the mid lane a lot more than I like him on the off lane, but he could be off lane as well. It's interchangeable with the Windrunner. Let's see what we're gonna see picked up there by DTS2010. There's a Bounty Hunter, a hero that we've also seen picked up very frequently in that first start of the game. We've even seen him banned out in the first banning phase, but gets picked up fairly late, and we see him probably on the offlane, a solid offlaner. And right now the only thing that DTS2010 needs, in my opinion, is still a mid lane. Now there's still a couple of options left, and if they know that they're gonna be up against a Magnus or a Windrunner, that might make it easier for them to determine which hero they're actually gonna be placing mid. They now also know that they have to deal with an anti-mage, so I have to say that the Shadow Demon already is a counter to that anti-mage. And sorry for talking really fast, by the way, but these drafts are so fast. I'm not used to that. I've been watching G-League too much, I think. There's a bit more thinking time needed for those drafts, apparently. But yeah, Shadow Demon is considered a semi-counter towards the Anti-Mage, because you can create illusions of the Anti-Mage, you can burn the Anti-Mage's own mana, and that's gonna be really annoying for him to deal with. Beastmaster, especially early game, by the way, because he needs to be able to blink, and if he can't blink, then he's a sad Anti-Mage. Beastmaster is going to be picked up there, so that's going to be a roar in the hands of DTS2010, and that's going to be their mid lane most likely, as we are jumping ourselves into the game. And oh wow, so apologize for my side, I haven't casted in a while, so what I have forgotten to do is to change my camera speeds, and I'm even going to turn on my audio. I don't know if this game is available inside Dota TV, but if it is, that you can hear me now. Hello people inside Dota TV if you are there. Anyways, let's see who's playing what, and let's see who is going where as well. We see Nexus playing the Anti-Mage this game, going towards the top lane for now by himself. We have seen Anti-Mages able to take that top lane by themselves and just farm there, and especially if they are expecting not an aggressive tri lane on the top lane, then Anti-Mage will be just fine, especially if he's up against a Bounty Hunter, which should be okay. Anti-Mage can land in a couple of harassments on the Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter cannot hide anymore because that Shadow Walk just costs too much mana to do that with, so decent lane for him. Also, I have to say, if he's indeed up against the Bounty Hunter, which just looks like it's going to be the case, CA playing that hero on the top lane, he should be getting some experience at least. So there's two edges to the knife, or however you say that. But Bounty Hunter should be getting some experience. Might not be getting that many last hits, but at least experience is pretty important there as well. In the mid lane, we're gonna have Magnus. Looks like he's being played by Silent here, or at least there's two stripes I recognize always as Silent, but
the battle begins.
maybe just standing here. Otherwise, we're calling him Slashes, because he's got two slashes. Magnus in the mid lane, gonna be taking on the Beastmaster indeed. Should be decent for both of them. I mean, they will get experience, and neither will be able to get a kill probably until level 6, or until Beastmaster gets out of position and gets scored towards the tower or something like that, being too aggressive. But both of these heroes, interestingly enough, as soon as they're level 6, you have a roar, you have a reverse polarity. Both of those heroes want to use that to get kills, so we're gonna see something happening here around that minute 6. So normally minute 6 is around when they are going to be having that, normally it's minute 6 when they are going to be having level 6, so we're going to check that out, see how they are going to be doing. In the meantime, of course, we'll take a look at how the last hits are faring, how aggressive they're actually going to be playing that. In the meantime, talking about aggressiveness, we've got a tri-lane versus tri-lane on the bottom lane. It's going to be Manifest playing the Vengeful Spirit, Seedoy on the Windrunner, who's actually going to be taking the farm here by the looks of it, and Keeper of Light is going to be played by a Screen. They are up against Sadon, who's going to be playing the Leshrac, and Luna will be playing by Erigold, and the last one is actually the Shadow Demon, and yeah, there he is. We're going to be seeing him played by Afterlife, as we have got two wards played next to each other. Lane is already being pushed out towards 25, so that's fairly decent for them, and or at least fairly decent for 25, so that they can get some fast farm. But the thing that we need to see here is aggression. I mean, it's not called an aggressive tri lane for nothing, right? The reason for that is, well, the counter wards already happened. So the supports of DTS 2010, they get some farm regardless. They get some experience regardless. For the supports of 25, that's not the case. They don't have that jungle to farm in. They haven't blocked out the farm for the opponent's team enough, and they need kills.
Dire's
Otherwise,
courier has been killed.
oh, that's the axes. There's the courier. In case you are unaware, Beastmaster's axes are physical damage, and that is actually hitting on the courier also. So he got the courier there, and there's a bit carelessness by Magnus here, and that's also, I mean, that's so painful early game. Not because of that gold advantage that the opponent now has, and it's a lot of gold still, but it's more painful for the people that are on the solo lanes. They need those items to get the advantage. They need those boots, for example. They need those items, and now they have to wait 3 minutes until they get them. Disruption, Soul Catcher, Leshrac following up. Do we have more? Yes, we do. This might be a first blood. Manifest goes down, and in the meantime, Luna on the way out also goes down 1 for 1. But support for a carry, not favorable for the Radiant team, as they also have the Shadow Demon being picked up by the Illuminate from the Keeper of Light, and Winstedo, he's just gonna go there, or is he not? No, here comes RT Gold, comes back in, has to cut away from this one. Shadow Demon coming in as well. We still have a Lucent Beam coming off if they want to. Yes, they do. Where's the Leshrac Sun? There it is, and it hits also. Seedoy cannot get away from this one, or will he? No. That is 2 for 2. But the main thing here is, well, I guess you can say it's both ways. We have the carries being picked off. I can't call Windrunner carry, but she is the one that's farming here. We have the farmers being picked off on the bottom lane. I mean, we have both sides losing a support. But Windrunner actually getting the one that's getting ahead of the Luna right now, because she was there for both of the kills for the opponent's side. Well, that's not the case for the Luna. And that was a very quick kill on the Leshrac. I mean, one stun, Wave of Terror, and that's just it. Illuminate doing extra damage with that Wave of Terror on there. A lot of damage going through. Leshrac not able to survive that. That means that every single hero on the bottom lane has been picked off at least once now. But yeah, as I said, 25, they have to be playing this aggressive, because if they don't, they are losing the lane regardless. So for them to have the lane successful, or at least not losing it, they have to be getting kills. And so far, so good, even though they did lose some in the process. But you know, you can argue, how bad is it that the Windrunner gets picked off? I mean, it's not that bad. If you can still get a kill on the carry of the opponent team, you're still shutting down your opponent's carry while your carry is doing just fine on the top lane. Look at this anti-mage, he's having a ball. Yeah, okay, he's not having a ball completely because, of course, you know, he hasn't got a courier. And I just heard that my in-game sounds are a bit too loud, and I can change that for you. Let me see. Audios. Voice volume. Oh, that's 9 actually. Game volume. Music volume. Master volume. There. I hope that's better for you, so I don't get overwhelmed by the sounds. There's still sounds though. Just still a pause going on as well. But yeah, Antimage is having a fun time. As I said, he should be having a good time here. Should be able to harass Bounty Hunter a bit. As we see, Bounty Hunter has got no mana whatsoever. CA is having a tough time with that. He can't get too much in range to harass with the Janata, even though he wants to. But he can't go invisible afterwards, and that's something that you normally want to see. As a Bounty Hunter, you pick Janata because it doesn't cost mana to harass, and you can normally go invisible afterwards. But if Antimage just gets 1 or 2 hits on you, the mana break is hurting so much that you really cannot do anything there anymore, at least not harass as you would want to. But he's still getting experience, and that's, I mean, in theory, it's the most important thing, because you need that experience to get level 6, and when you're level 6, you want to go for kills, and when you go for kills, you can team up with that Beastmaster that also will be level 6 around the same time, even a bit earlier than the 6-minute mark, that as I said. But, well, with the Beastmaster, when he gets level 6, like I said, he wants to go for kills with his Roar. Now, if you combine it up with the Bounty Hunter, who also wants to go kill stuff with level 6 with his track, great combination you have then, and they can go to the bottom lane. They're all pretty far out, normally. That's what you do in an aggressive trial lane, but if they're gonna get ganked 3-on-5, there's gonna be 3 kills going the way of DTS 2010, or at least 2. And you have to take into account those might be 2 track kills, and in that case, I mean, let the gold fest begin for DTS 2010, and yes, they might be up against an anti-mage, but if that Luna gets that track gold up, that will be a lot of gold coming her way. And we have the go again. Had some Skype issues apparently. By the way, in the mid lane, the last hits are fairly even. Magnus being on 19 for 4 with Beastmaster being on 19 for 3. So fairly even. The only thing that is not even here is that courier that got sniped off, which is pretty painful. But we'll see how that's gonna go. And it's hurting Magnus. Look at his gold. He's got 1k gold. Oh, Beastmasters, what are you doing? Oh, couriers. Is he waiting for that courier to get back up? Or what is he doing? We'll see. We'll see in a moment, as we're just jumping back towards the bottom lane for a second, because I mean this is an aggressive trial and it should be doing his name justice, and we will be seeing a bit of aggression coming out here because the creep wave has pushed in. There comes an Illuminate as well. There comes a stun up on the Shadow Demon. Illuminate power shot going through, but 25 HP left and he's still alive. Pops a salve. Will be just fine. And that's a stack going the way of 25 actually. Good for them, and more importantly, it allows them to dive the tower slightly because the tower will be busy harassing there, as we have got Luna looking for an opening but can't find it, not safe anyway. And I will be continuing to farm, but she has to keep farming under her tower apparently because the creep wave is being chased around by Screen. They're just making it possible for themselves to fight near the tower, or at least to have their opponents diveable. If that's a word? I don't think that's a word. Also, for the people that are tuning in and wondering what you are watching, well, I can tell you this is the semi-finals of the Dota Bro tournament. The first one of them. They're planning on doing more. The official stream, or this is an official stream, but the other semi-finals, there's 2 semi-finals at the same time. And most of the Dota Bro tournament will be casted on twitch.tv/DotaBro. And the Russian cast will then be Dota Bro TV. So you can check that out. On that channel the finals will be casted. On that channel is also the other semi-finals going on right now, which is a game between Mad Gaming and El Pride. On this stream you can watch these semi-finals, and after this we'll have the third place decider, which will be played before the semi-finals, so you can watch both if you want to. The third place decider between the loser of this game and the loser of the other semi-finals. And if you want to watch it, want to learn more about that, you can go to dotabro.com, I believe, as we are. I mean, oh, there we go. I was gonna say we need aggression. Hello, roar in flesh. Oh, and he smokes up. Beastmaster. Let's see where they're gonna find Seedoy. Disruption started off. Soul Catcher, axes will fly. The Shrek's not even a roar needed, and the roar goes off on the Vengeful. But a reverse polarity off as well, and the Skewer, and the Shockwave, and 2 kills. Double kill going the way of the Magnus, and now Luna in a lot of trouble getting stunned up there. More mana going the way of the Magnus, and he drops. He gets a triple kill. Screen still alive for now. It will be fine, as Afterlife is trying to do what he can to get himself alive here as well. Here comes the Shrek back in action. Stun hits, and Afterlife still. More mana going the way of the Magnus, who picks up an ultra kill right there, and will it be a rampage? I don't think so. We still have the Keeper of Light being picked up by the Shadow Demon, but what did I tell you about those 2 heroes in the mid lane? As soon as they're level 6, as soon as they have their ultimates up, they want to go for action. Now the aggression came, of course, from DTS2010, but that was some counter gank by 25. They had the same thought, did the same thing, just, I mean, compare a reverse polarity towards a roar if you're gonna have a 4-on-4 fight, right? I know who's gonna be victorious, and so should you, and it was the reverse polarity that just got 2 kills quickly there, and with the Illuminate, with the Chakra Magic actually, giving more mana to the Magnus. Normally Magnus is pretty mana deprived, and that's why you normally see him go mana boots. He does have those, of course. But he goes mana boots, and he can, you know, he has to have an almost full mana bar to do his combination of a Skewer, Shockwave, and a reverse polarity. But if you have a Chakra Magic, you don't need to worry about that. And you saw he could do another Shockwave just to kill off the Luna there. And that's an ultra kill for this Magnus. Now, I am quite curious to see what he's going to go for. Because we have seen Magnuses to go for things like a Battle Fury, followed up by Chrysalis. And I'm talking about the Magnus that we see Dendy play, mostly. But we've also seen Magnus go for Blink Dagger. They go for the Refresh Orb. Both of those would be very suitable in this game. Personally, I am looking forward to carry Magnus, but at the same time, they don't really need that because they've got an anti-mage farming. So we'll see how they're gonna be dealing with that. But at the moment, 25 pulling up ahead. Hello, Gold Graph. Hello. 2k in favor of 25. We see the experience graph, same thing. It was so very even until that, well, fight, I have to say, until that point that they came, and they're gonna try again. Roar up on Seedoy, and that is gonna be Seedoy already going down. Eclipse being used, Disruption, Windrunner, or sorry, Manifest will drop there as well. Screen trying to TP out, will be able to do so. And that is gonna be 2 quick kills. They just wanted to try it again, successfully so, and they get their kills. Used heroes for it. You used still only 4 heroes. I'm still quite surprised to see that the bounty hunter has actually not shown his face yet on the bottom lane. If you're gonna exchange kills, which they are, you want to have that bounty hunter there because you want those kills to be track kills. And yeah, that's something that I'm quite surprised that they haven't done that, as we have a pause coming off from Nexus again. So we'll see them oh, pausing, basically. Anyway. Oh, apparently I missed a death from Magnus. Well, that's the reason why he came towards the bottom lane in the first place. It happens. I'm human, people. I'm human. Anyways, yeah, Bounty Hunter now coming towards the bottom lane for those kills. I do like, though, that they went again straight after that their ultra kill from the Magnus. They know that the reverse polarity was probably still on cooldown. The cooldown of the roar is just a bit shorter, so they can actually profit from that and have 2 fights quickly in a row if they can, and just make sure that they are actually going to be able to kill off some people while the reverse polarity is down, and that's something that they should be timing perfectly and just should be doing every single time, because that's their advantage. Other than that, they cannot go for a team fight where the Magnus is involved. Though they had luck, of course, that Magnus wasn't there, which also could have been because his reverse polarity was indeed down. But yeah, that is gonna be well, the scale's back to even, I'd say. It's still a bit in favor of 25. Kills are 7-7. We have got the experience graph even again, because, you know, experience is based on mostly kills and, well, a bit of lanes, but you can, I mean, you can assume lanes are fairly even because it's 3 versus 3. Those 6 people have not left. The ones in the mid lane have left, but they went to the bottom lane and they were there together. And the ones on the top have just been here constantly. Now, I know Bounty Hunter wants to try to prevent Anti-Mage from free farming, but as you can see, it's not really working out, so he might as well join his team to help get that advantage with the gold, with the track kills, and just let the Anti-Mage free farm. If they're gonna do it anyway, if they're gonna let him free farm, they might as well have the Bounty Hunter to help out the rest of the team, because he's not doing anything very useful here, I think. They also might just turn that around, thinking, you know what, Anti-Mage is free farming. Let's just gank him. We have a roar, he cannot blink away. Shrek, why are you so low? He's back, it's fine. He can't blink away, or he can't blink away after the roar, so should be able to get a kill off there if there is enough people there. Like, that's the downside. They can't do it with just the Beastmaster and the Bounty Hunter. They need a bit more, or they need to have harassed him more, but as you can see, he's a pretty tanky hero right now already, so he's pretty damn hard to harass and to actually help that. Oh, that was awkward. So catch her up on there as Beastmaster gets a double damage rune, but Magnus is not gonna get anything. I like that. Disruption in the middle of his skewer with a ball of disruption just skewering away, but Beastmaster didn't feel a thing and picked up the double damage rune and is gonna be happy with that. Nice rune control there. Well, talking about rune control, it has been fairly even, I believe. We do have a ward there for the Dire side as well as for the Radiant side. They are have control of that bottom rune, and they just have to guess when it's or what is top, and nobody else, nobody has vision there actually, so they're gonna be fine with that one. As the Radiant team is making sure that their Luna is now gonna also get some free farm. We see the trial lane has been kind of reduced to a solo lane. Hello, Bounty Hunter. Bye, Bounty Hunter. Vengeful Spirit coming in, using a dust for that one. My bad, missing that one. Anti-Mage getting the kill, and that is gonna be trouble. Like, if you're fighting against an Anti-Mage, and you know that he's probably free farming, you know, that's all fine. You can, basically, in theory, you are fighting against the clock, you have a window of opportunity, which you have to get the game in, otherwise the Anti-Mage will be too big and will be owning you. Period. Of course, you have the Luna to try and counter that slightly, but in theory, late game, Anti-Mage is the better carry, and especially if Luna's gonna get picked up, reverse polarity being used for that one, and Winterland gets the kill. TP's gonna come in, Soul Catcher, Disruption, Magnus gonna get stunned up also, track up there, and that's a track kill for 3. And those are the kind of kills they have to get, though I have to say they should try and do that before the Luna gets picked off, but still a good kill going the way of DTS2010. You know, you have that window of opportunity, so you want to just get ahead as much as you can, so that you can actually take on that Anti-Mage later game or mid game. So you can, oh, Beastmaster, I think you might be slightly dead. Ooh, uses the roar. But can he get away here? There will be another stun in 3 seconds. Illuminate swap, and that should be Seema going down. And that was a roar also being used for that one. Well, just try and stop keep him alive. Not successful though. Central ward being placed just in case he's maybe visible. Is looking for a target. Looking for, of course, that Vengeful Spirit, who is still fairly low, but Vengeful Spirit is on her way out. She's just fine. And Leshrac, or sorry, Keeper of the Light. Oh, this should be a kill for him. Level 9 versus level 7. Let's see if he can do it by himself. There's one hit. There's a track. Can he get it? Where's the Shuriken toss? Level 3. Should be getting it. Should be fast enough also. Oh, there goes the Tranquil Boots helping out. One more hit. One more Janata, and the Shuriken is all it needs. But no, the stick charges keep him up, and he gets away. And Bounty Hunter cannot do anything anymore. Because well, Keeper of Light is just fine. Just fine on that, fountain now. He's in the fountain now. He's all fine.
By the beast.
But yeah, window of opportunity. Yeah, I keep getting interrupted by action of teams. How unfortunate. Not really, but yeah, the window of opportunity. So I started this when Anti-Mage actually got a kill, because if Anti-Mage is getting kills, that window is gonna close very quickly, because you know you don't want to feed your Anti-Mage. Well, you want to feed your Anti-Mage. You don't want to feed the opponent's Anti-Mage. Let's put it that way. And that's what they. Well, I'm not gonna say they did intentionally, but it was still kind of, I mean, he should have not been there, and he's again not doing anything useful, and he's gonna be bottom lane because they want to try and take this fight. They want to be 4 versus 3. In the meantime, Tower's getting harassed here a bit by 25. We're gonna have Beastmaster roaming around to this place as well, but I do think it's gonna be too late. Exclamation marks actually comes out, so Seema knows he's been, well, he knows he's been spotted actually. Or what is he gonna do? Gonna stick around. We're gonna have them going on Seedoy though. Seedoy smelling trouble or trying to run away, but there's a Demonic Purge. There's a track going off as well. Soulcatcher, can he get away? I don't think so. Nightler Shrek stuns, but here comes the Magnus Skewer and the reverse polarity, and that is 2 down. Shadow Demon down, Bounty Hunter down, Luna on the way out, getting stopped in, getting stunned up. There he goes, and the roar goes off on the Keeper of Light. In the meantime, Seema doing what he can, picks up the Keeper of Light still, but it's still 3 for 2, and it's Magnus that stays alive, and it's Luna that dies. Manifest in the meantime, stunning up, Leshrac still getting a disruption on himself. Soulcatcher there as well. Can they get him? Should be able to. There they go. Axis double kill going the way of Seema. Magnus will be able to get himself away at least. But one thing you have to keep in mind here. It was 4 versus 5. 5 for DTS2010, who end up getting ahead of that fight. They were outnumbering their opponents, but this Anti-Mage is just farming ahead. And is getting more and more dangerous every single time. He's already got his Battle Fury. He's already got his Power Threads. And he's gonna go on a man fight for the Luna. Luna, trouble for him. Oh, there goes the Lucent Beam. Blinks away though. We'll be able to be safe again. Doesn't want to bait things out. And he's gonna be probably healing up at the base. And then maybe going into the jungle because he's... Or he picks up a Ring of Regen and just gonna go into the jungle straight away. Because he doesn't need to be on the lane anymore. Oh, greedy Nexus. Greedy Nexus. And nice kill going the way of CA, and that's a kill that is worth a lot. Right at the moment, right at the moment that Anti-Mage is on his peak of his farming, or is gonna start his peak of the farming spree that Anti-Mages go on when they have their Battle Fury and their Power Threads. They pick him off, and that means 40 seconds without farm, and that's actually pretty painful. So that window of opportunity is opening up again. So good going there for DTS 2010. So we're gonna check the graphs for a second again. We still see 25 in favor. That's, of course, I mean, they have been exchanging kills. The fights have been fairly even, and even though there's been track kills going the way of DTS 2010, there's still been a free farming Anti-Mage on the side for 25, so they're doing good. Disruption there on the Magnus. Can skewer himself away still though, gets the Demonic Purge up. Roar going off still though, and he is not gonna survive. He is going down. Seema picking up the killing spree for him right now as he's got himself a Blink Dagger. So that's some nice initiation with Roar coming off from him there. As we see, actually just going over the items real quick because I realize I haven't done that just yet, or at least not that much. We of course have a Leshrac who's a support, so we can't say too much about him, but he's got a Bracer, so he's happy to get it with his magic wand. And he's been in 10 kills out of the 13, so he's actually been doing quite well for himself. As they're gonna be seeing this ward being picked off, as we also have the Keeper of Light being picked off there, with no Roar being used, but there was a Bounty Hunter involved, and it was a track kill going the way of the Beastmaster and the Bounty Hunter. Beastmaster's got 1100 gold already again. Quite curious to see what he's gonna go for, if he's gonna go for Necronomicon or something like that, or rather going for not a different build. Normally we see also Beastmaster, they are contestants for building mechanisms and pipes, so we might see him doing that, but we'll find out soon enough. As talking about the mechanism, looks like Windrunner wants to go for that for her team. Manifest gonna go for the Power Threads, for the survivability, for the supports. Got 600 gold. It's actually, I actually have to say these. Well, of course, the Windrunner is not a support, but the supports are actually quite nicely dealt out with the monies that they have. And of course that's also because there's been a lot of killing involved. We have the Keeper of Light in the meantime, who's been warding a lot, and he's got bracers, he's got Tranquil Boots, he's also happy, and he's just pushing out the top lane, giving Luna a bit of a tough time with last hitting on her tower, but she's okay. She's got not as much as I thought she would have. She's got drums and tranquils and a Bacillus. But I feel like she should have had more in the meantime. Wait a second, mid lane, we have Seema in a lot of trouble. Nice shackle! Windrunner still getting picked up by Afterlife Disruption, helping out, keeping the Beastmaster alive, but they want to chase down Manifest, almost going down. Axis will pick him up. That's a track kill going the way of DTS2010. We have Magnus, Sentry Ward going down. They want to go for the CA. Shockwave going through, has to get away with that track, extra speed up. And he is going to be fine. Someone who's not going to be fine though is Seema. He's going to be picked up. Anti-Mage finally joining the fight for the first time, and he gets himself a kill. Second kill for him, and in the meantime Tyra is getting picked off here as well. That's a fight going the way of DTS. They were not prepared of Anti-Mage joining that fight. And they might have only lost one. Because they only lost, well, they lost to the Shrek. Probably also. And that, don't know exactly when he died. But, yeah, I think they did lose to the Shrek and the Beastmaster. And they lost their tower. That's the most important thing. Like, if you were on the Radiant side, you're already a bit as a disadvantage for the Roshan. But losing that tier 1 tower is gonna be a lot more painful, because you can't just TP in that fast anymore to try and contest something that's on the, well, somewhere in the middle of the map. While 25 has still got all their towers and do still have those TP points. So apart from the gold, you give away a lot of control over the map. And that's gonna be painful, as we have a smoke up. We have Magnus, reverse polarity up in 24, so we'll see him using that one soon, or at least, oh, hello, Leshrek. We're down towards the rest of his team, and that's Leshrek going down, and that's the first demonstration of Magnus's Blink Dagger, or at least the first one that we see. So Blink Dagger up on the Magnus, so we already see him going for that refresher, as he is building towards his Oblivion Staff. So that's the build that he is choosing to go with. An entertaining build for sure. As Nexus is building towards the Vladimir's, which is something that we see anti-mages do sometimes. But I have to say, normally it's a support that build those. But he is, basically it says like, you know what? We've got time. I can build and a Vlad and a Manstell. I'm okay with that. And he actually picks up a Yasha as well. So they realize they're just fine. They're in no rush, and that's basically what they say. And basically is that. Oh, sorry, I say basically a lot. That's what we say a lot as well. That's what we say a lot. What? Wow, my brain is just like scrambled eggs right now. Anyways. 1k gold up on the Keeper of Light. He might be going for drums, but I do think that I saw drums and someone. No drums just yet. It's just Vengeful Spirit. Picked up a Staff of Wizardry. I would be very interested to see 4 staff on the Vengeful Spirit. Now we know that the Blink Dagger is of course forbidden on the Vengeful Spirit, but 4 staff still a very strong item to have on her. So we'll see. And they are gonna go for Roshan. They have that control. They can just do it uncontested. And even if DTS2010 wanted to try and do something with that, they won't be able to do that. I mean, they would have to fight in a small area where there is a Magnus that has a reverse polarity. That's not something that you want to be doing. That would be trouble. In the meantime, smoke up for DTS as we saw as well, but I mean, we see the map. We see that there is not going to be anyone coming there. Well, apart from Anti-Mage and the Magnus. Ooh, disruption. They're gonna start off Soul Catcher there as well. The Shrek stun, not gonna happen because Blink in, reverse polarity up on 3, and they go for that, and with the Battle Fury, so much damage going through, but they still pick up the Aegis as Seema is gonna go down still as well, and we now have the Luna being picked off, and the only thing they got was the Aegis, and that is 4 Aegis. This is not ideal for DTS for sure. They thought they had the opportunity, they thought they had the chance, but no can do, and the blinking reverse polarity is just too much control coming away from 25, and they make sure it counts. And you saw that, I mean, you saw just a bit of the potential of the anti-mage combination with the reverse polarity. That was just insane. Amounts of damage coming through, and then a shackle after that, just more control, illuminate going through. It is pretty damn painful, and that window that I was talking about is slowly closing down, and they have to, of course, have the Luna to counter that slightly, but Luna's having a tough time on that bottom lane. She's died 5 times now, and that is indeed painful, and she doesn't even have a BKB yet, which is something that you want to be having at this point. Or at least something. In the meantime, tier 2 tower is gonna get dropped off. The first one that drops on the side of on the side of DTS, but also the first one that drops in general, because there's no towers down on the side of 25 at all, as Magnus just found himself in an unlucky position. Not even a roar used for that, just a disruption follow up by a stun of the Shrek. Just him being quickly picked off. But you see the map control. It is going the way of 25. The game is also going the way of 25. We see the wards. There's just one counter ward right now, so nice one. Getting some map control back. That is very important right now. But yeah, the controls on the top lane, for example, still here. As we're gonna see that. Oh, will they get that first tower? With the Magnus gone, they don't need to worry about that reverse polarity. Roar goes up, and the Keeper of Light, Leshrek's on as well, and that is gonna be Keeper of Light dropping. Cedo is gonna be in some trouble getting a track up. They have vision. They're not gonna go for it though. Maybe they're gonna go for this guy right here, but they don't have a Roar. And Nexus is gonna be just fine with harassing Seaman slightly. There's a disruption though. Soulcatcher as well. Is there any follows up? I don't think so, apart from the Axis. And that's also something that we see Illusions killing off Illusions. Mantis being used for that one. Nexus still gonna have some trouble. They're gonna try to force him back to base, but it's gonna be Bounty Hunter that's gonna be paying the price, and the power shot from Cedo finishes him off. And that's gonna be a tough price to pay for some harassment just there. But the only kill that they actually got that they used the Roar for was the Keeper of the Light. I mean, yes, they're getting some kills, but that's not the kills that you want. You want the kills on the Magnus. You want the kills on the Anti-Mage. But no can do, and it looks like 25, they say, you know what? Let's take another tier 2 tower. Let's take the tier 2 tower on the mid lane, and they are coming this way. They have 4 people going towards the mid lane. Keeper of Light close in line, who's got 2k gold. And we have, yeah, Refresher Orb. It's on the way for him, for Magnus. Roar going off in the meantime, and the backhand Soulcatcher there as well. It's another one on the Keeper of Light, and here comes the RP. It's on Seema, skewer to the rest of the team. And there comes the Eclipse. Now Magnus on the way out. Buyback for the Keeper of Light. Magnus actually going down. Cedo has to be careful here. Will be staying alive, or will he not? No, Seema blinks in, gets a stun, but not before he kills off that Windrunner. Illuminate flying through. Can Afterlife get a disruption in 3 seconds? Hello, Anti-Mage finds himself a Leshrac kill. Nice swap. Able to keep the Anti-Mage alive. That's something that the Vengeful Spirit is gonna pay for, or is he not? There goes a track. Can he still do something? No, he cannot. Track kill going the way of DTS. And that's gonna be 3 kills going the way of DTS25, and they only lose on Leshrac, which is very good. This was a very good fight for DTS 2010. They kill off 3 heroes. Good. They force the opponents to use the reverse polarity, Mana Void. They actually killed off 4 heroes, I have to say, because Keeper of Light bought back. And that's something that's very important, because, I mean, he had 2k gold before this. Not anymore, though. He's gonna go for 4 staff as well, by the looks of it. But that is a 4-for-1 fight for DTS, so they stop the push. They make sure that 25 is gonna think twice about doing the same thing again. They're buying themselves some time. And they need time. It's a bit controversial with what I said earlier, because of course I was talking about the window of our opportunity that's closing, etc. But right now, they can't do it yet. They can't fight yet. They need more farm, and that's what they need to do. They need to farm, need to expand this game. Make sure they have more time. The BKB now complete on the Luna will mean a difference, and we mean some better Eclipses, because we have seen her using the Eclipse, but they haven't had that big of an impact as we want to see an Eclipse have. But yeah, it should be buying them some time, and I'm hoping that it's gonna be good for them. In the meantime, I mean, if you look at the score, it's still 22-22 on the kill score, so very even at that, though we have to keep in mind track kills going the way of DTS. We have the gold craft dropping off slightly as well. That's the last team fight, as we have got a team fight incoming probably soon here again. We have the RP off cooldown, and we have got 5 heroes of 25 in the middle lane, and they actually brought their Anti-Mage as well, thinking, you know what, we're ready to fight, we don't want to wait. Let's go for this. Hello, Blinkin, stun, Sedan, you're dead. And that's a quick pick off, something that they can just do. In the meantime, they will claim the tower for that one. Let's see if they can do more. In the meantime, Luna is still on the bottom lane, taking now the tier 2 or tier 1 mid bottom by the looks of it. They do get it. Shackle doesn't latch. Fortification gets forced out. Big thing happening. As in, it's yeah, having no fortification next time the push in comes from 25 is a pretty big thing. They do take a tower in return, so they get some extra gold up, which is bigger than it may seem, just a tier 1 tower. But you get gold not just for your carry. I mean, it's important, but carries usually get the gold from the lanes. And that's something that Afterlife cannot say, because he has to save the gold on the lanes and on the jungles and stuff for his carry, so he can't get any farm. The only way that supports normally get their farm is normally towers and kills. Being there for the kills. Track kills, of course, very important also for that. But these towers actually give them some more, so that's definitely a good development for them. Even anti-mage illusions are so annoying with burning manas. Nice ward here up the high ground from 25. Let's see if they can get a good shackle in later, or a good reverse polarity even. Just get some more control over those team fights that happen inside the base. They're not afraid to fight DTS inside the base of DTS2010, but they don't want to be fighting unless they know that they're gonna have a good RP or a good shackle to set something up. In the meantime, they're taking control of the Radiant jungle as well. They're just farming here. Shows how comfortable they are with just farming on enemy territory. And it shows also, I mean, we don't have DTS competing them for it, contesting them for it. They can't do anything, and they know that too. But it just it lowers their ability to farm, the territory to farm. As Luna is gonna get harassed away here also by Nexus. Nexus who's got 4.7k gold. I mean, take a look at this net worth. Like I put it up a moment ago, but it is a massive difference there. And Antimate is just doing amazingly well on the farm. We saw him free farming early on. He's only died that one time. Then we saw him getting a bit cocky with not being wary of his HP and just decided to go into the jungle while he was very low, getting picked off by the bounty hunter. But that's the only time that he died. We do have the courier being sniped off, so that's a pretty nice thing for 25. Sorry, for not nice for 25 at all, because it's their courier that died. But it's nice for DTS 2010 that they have that. Again, it's the second time, of course, that happened. A bit of extra gold coming their way. Again, more gold for those supports, and a bit of more control for 25. They have to actually go to base to get their items. Anti-mage, like we saw, he had tons of gold going for the butterfly. And he cannot get it unless he's actually going all the way back to bases. We have a smoke up for DTS. Looking for a way in. Roaring up. Again a roar. I really don't think they like this Keeper of Light. That's the third roar in a row. Sure can toss. One more hit needed. Can they get it? Yes. And Seema just picks up the kill. Quick kill for them, but now they know the roar is off cooldown. It's a very short cooldown though. I have to say that as well. But roar on cooldown, and they might be looking for a fight now, even without that Keeper of Light. I mean, it's a Keeper of Light. Yes, he has an impact on the game, especially with that blinding light and illuminate, just, you know, extra damage going through on the fight. Normally he stands so far back that he can just continuously spam those. But it is not as big as a factor to not fight, but apparently they are fine with just waiting anyway. They are in no rush. They have got the refresher orb as well now, so they've got 2 reverse polarities. If one fails, you can always have another. Just fine. Winter, in the meantime, he's got himself the mechanism finished. Well, he had that a while ago, but I figured I'd go over items again because I haven't done that much. I have to say, this game has had a lot of action. So I haven't really got that much time to do it. I mean, look at this, 23 to 23, 30 minutes in. So we've got 46, sorry, 46 kills in 30 minutes. That's quite a bit of kills, and of course most of them has been for team fights, as we have got Roshan being up again and being taken down. Nicely timed by 25. They were standing waiting, knowing exactly when he was up again, because they were of course the one nice drawing on the menu up that took it down to begin with, and that's also something that Leshreik knew, so he drew something on there just to make sure that we know, that they know, but they couldn't do anything about it anyway. I mean, you don't want to fight right now, you want to farm, you want to be bigger, because you cannot take on that anti-mage just now. And when you do want to farm, you want to be picking off some heroes, 1 or 2, and then farm after that. Just making sure that you have the advantage in the game, that you in the fight. Oh, careful though! Swap in. BKB has to be activated. Eclipse straight afterwards. Roar going up on screen once again, because you know it's a very dangerous Keeper of Light disruption there on the Magnus. Can he get any RP in? Demonic Purge gets a refresher up. RP, is it gonna hit? There it is. Hits on 2. 1 dead. Anti-Mage joining the fight. Double kill already for Nexus. Can he get more? Looking for more. Cannot find anything. Gets a Siege Creep instead, but there's already 3 down on the side of DTS, and there's only 2 down on the side of 25, and there's not 2 that are that important. I mean, Magnus died, that's quite important, but he used both his RP, so he's not too sad about that one. And that's a tower down. We have got a buyback from the Luna right now. Partially clears out the creeps. And they're just gonna go for these barracks. Man's style in 7 seconds again, and I don't think that Seema can do anything here. Axes will fly. Oh, swap on the Luna. Careful. Stun. Dead. And he just bought back. That might just be GG, because that is just so painful. Here comes Bounty Hunter looking for a way in on the support, but it's a fairly tanky support right now, even with a point booster there. Gets a stun in, and they want to go, and they're gonna go. One more hit needed, but he doesn't get it. Power shot. Ooh, nice dodge. Disruption there on the Windrunner, power or Soul Catcher up on there as well, but Windrun, Demonic Purge, can they get him? Track going off as well. Will there be a roar? There is a roar up if he wants to use it. Cannot get it though, gets blocked by the crypt, actually gets shackled. Blink in, but he will not use a roar for this one, or will he? Will he? One hit needed. No, that's lightning coming through from Sadon, so that's still a kill going the way, but hello Anti-Mage. And Byler Shrek, wanna go for Seema, can he do it? Disruption, trying to help out. And he can blink away, but he doesn't blink away, he just blinks after the Beastmaster and gets a kill there as well. Nexus getting a double kill, his godlike still only died that one time. And he is just so damn farmed. Look at his gold, he's got 10k more than the second highest on the list of net worth. That is quite insane, I have to say. But yeah, that's the middle lane. Gone for DTS. And we just saw, I mean, I have to say, the fight started off with a bad positioning for DTS. Luna got cut out, got swapped in, and that basically started the fight. Maybe she was baiting that out, but if she was, not very successful. They did make sure that Magnus's reverse polarities didn't do that much, or at least his first one didn't. But the second one actually caught out the Luna once again, and by then their BKB was also, of course, off cooldown, so she got picked off very fast. And without Luna, they just cannot fight that good, so that was Nexus just owning everything and just making sure that they got the barracks. And they're gonna try to do the same thing on the bottom lane. Let's see if DTS is gonna make a mistake again to see if they can get a kill, and that's swap. Like Luna, the second time that she died after buying back, she also died because of that swap. And she's got a Gem of True Sight now as well, so Bounty Hunter is not going to be able to get away anymore.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
But yeah, swap to initiate is pretty strong, as we have seen, so we see Manifest already looking for a way in. Shrek might be the target here. Manifest walking in and deciding not to. Disruption there on the Anti-Mage, has to blink away from his own illusions, because those are pretty painful, and burn away all his mana. And that's at least one set of, well, one wave being countered, but here comes wave number 2. Oh, careful there. Seema got scouted out. I do think they also realized that the Bounty Hunter is around there. In the meantime, Nexus just goes to work on the tower and gets it as well. No fortification up. It's already on cooldown. Roar going off on the Anti-Mage, but there's a swap, there's a stun. Beastmaster gonna be target number 1. Reverse polarity, blink in, it's on 2. Hello, Anti-Mage, another reverse polarity, gets the Luna. Luna down. Triple kill going the way of Nexus, and he is decided to go for an ultra kill, and he gets it as well. He goes for the barracks next, and Beastmaster, the only one left alive, and it was Screen that bought back. He was the one that died again, because, you know, Beastmaster has it in for him, and the GG gets cold. The window not big enough for DTS2010. It is Anti-Mage that wins the game. It is Anti-Mage that was farming, ready to fight, fought, victory. And that is gonna be the story of this game. We're gonna see DTS2010 again though, because we're gonna have the third place decider directly after this one. It is this was a game for BroTournament. This is the first tournament that they're holding, and they're gonna have more. So you should check those out. This is not the official stream for those though. Well, I have to say this is an official cast for the games, but there's 2 games at the same time, which is why I'm casting this. The other game was up on Dota Bro on Twitch TV, or Dota Bro TV if you want to watch a Russian cast. And normally the games are casted all on there, so you make sure you check those out and to follow them. And we're gonna be seeing the third place decider. The finals are gonna be held after the third place decider, which will be happening on the Dota Bro stream. I will send you there after the next game though. But first we're gonna see DTS2010 taking on the loser of El Pride versus Mad Gaming. Not 100% sure yet who it is, but I will check it out. Oh, and that reminds me, I am Sheever. I'm a caster. Oh, my normal sentence doesn't work anymore. Anyway, if you want to support me, subscribe to my YouTube, which is youtube.com/SheeverGaming. You also help me out if you are idling on raid call, by the way. That's the new thing. You can go to raid call ID number 5455305. and then just idle in the channel, so 5455305, and you can just hang out there, because numbers mean stuff to me. So go do that. You can also of course follow me on Twitter and on Twitch and on Facebook, all under the same name of SheeverGaming. Anyway, let's jump ourselves to the next game. Third place decider coming right up for the Bro Tournament. First one, first edition. And be right back.